Let's go again.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock.
Yeah, speaking of the memorial stuff, I
he gets up.
should probably do that casually.
For the Bastion, where everyone
The only thing I did was like play through. Well, I played through all like the training areas, I think.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor. No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Sometimes you just need a drink. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender.
I'm not sure if I should like, what's it? You know that thing where you can switch targets? Should I be constantly doing that when shooting?
Security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Please? Okay, well, that's fine.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kill. Right back at you, he finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
Hold those strats. I kind of want to see what the first run of this category was like.
He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the core.
See what's different to my new boy strats.
Might as well. Well, down he goes. Down toward the Bastion. Now the kid sees something stranger still.
I think that would be interesting because I have not really watched runs of this for too long.
Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again. Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
Wait, so did they not dupe, or did they dupe with like E or something?
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and
by
wrong.
clicking, Jesus.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman is keeping his fellas in check. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall.
He bumped upon.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Kid ponders what to build. The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Maybe like I don't know, who's the first one to like...
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all.
I don't know how to put it
Kids
really.
plain,
Yeah, I
frozen
don't know.
faces all around.
I
These folks
don't
never
know
saw the
how to put it at all.
coming,
I'm just not gonna say
but
it.
someone did. Someone close. It was someone like him. It's a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about
I
to
said, hey,
stop.
Bontupon.
You know what? He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder Brothers didn't make it. Nordy the Bird Boy didn't make it. But him, he survived. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now. Would we? What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue,
Hey, Scorpio.
but he says this. He's a proper
Melting
gentleman,
pots,
that
huh?
man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Ceylon.
I'm not sure I remember exactly what that level was.
He's relieved to see a living face or
Because I
two.
last played it like
Kid
months
and I
ago.
introduce ourselves in kind,
I don't
both to him
really watch
and to each
ASL
other.
much.
For the first time. Zolf's travels.
Maybe it was
unmarked
OC
compared to what the
Lord,
kids
I
had
don't
to
know.
go through for all this. Kid surprised.
Yeah,
when
Omega
they
says it
found
like that as
only
well,
one
I
core
guess.
left. I shouldn't have believed it either. There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The calamity was mercy on our folks.
YOLO.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
Before I regret
Ain't
skipping
theirs
that.
by right. Security's plane gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinder Brick Fort.
Oh, that one. Jeez. Doesn't sound fast at all.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the calamity saved for Zolf was that Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards.
I kind of want to figure out how to go to Rothus a bit faster.
Ankle gators used to roam
Without
the
having to scroll
wilds,
the screen so
and they
much.
nested at Rothus Lagoon.
But not now.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. They moved quick and quiet. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now she can do the same. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass, and he's Queen Anne's lunch. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Want to know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. After
Yeah, in
all
order to
that,
finish first.
Kid lets the ankle gator go.
Oh, this is way faster than any of my previous runs, I think.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury.
So far.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well...
Ooh.
Not everything blew up in the calamity.
Good thing I don't have
The
splits.
cauldron here blew up way ahead of
Probably
its
ruin
time.
my composure.
The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here, but we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. Places inhospitable as they come. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Jawson Bog. And where there's one stink eye, there's always more. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city, but it comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Shouldn't it be under heater though? Or I don't know. Well, cool, warm. I guess that makes sense.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. High time we built something new.
Even before I fuck this up.
Imagine everything you need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. Not only are these rocks a source of life, they're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. We found that the oldest ones remember things.
Oh shit.
Now why would the Hura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. Those rocks, all polished to a pure sheen.
Oh, that happened
Largest
again.
ones, you know as cores. Remember how I said Rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry. That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky.
That really isn't hard.
Stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. Then
Still gets me every time, though.
voice calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says. We talk for a spell. Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you, because my countrymen will. Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. The Hura think they got him. They're wrong. No way out of this. Not without a fight. Zolf showed them the way here, and here they came.
Menuing is still hard.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long
That I'm interested in where I lost loads of time here. I don't remember anything
and I
huge.
figure you've done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
You made it.
Okay.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon.
Did I bop?
No matter what happens next, you're done good.